Assistant captain for the Coventry Blaze, Jonathan Weaver, joins us now. John, I guess that was, on the shots on goal count, it would look a fairly comfortable game, but it wasn't, was it?
No, not every time it's a one-goal game, there's always a chance that they're going to score, especially against Manchester. They've got a lot of offensive ability, and they like to leave a man out the zone, cheat a little. So you've always got to be aware of the guy off your back, and they get a lot of chances that way. So even the amount of shots we had, Murph played great for them. He stood on his head, and you only got a goal lead. There's always a chance that you can sneak one. It's a tied game.
You got a great start with a goal inside the opening 2 minutes, and it took a while for the Phoenix to draw level. How important was it for the Blaze to get that early second goal?
Yeah, I think it was not long after. I think it was 2 or 3 shifts after we got it back. So that was really important. If you, like I say, if the game is 1-1 going into the third, and there's always a chance you can steal a goal from us. So we're happy with the win. We played well. We did what we had to do. We played well defensively. We've limited a very, very skilled defensive team to 1 goal, so we can't complain.
People have been saying that the Blaze have been struggling a bit this year and have been a little bit off the pace, but it didn't look that from the performance we saw here tonight.
No, I think we have had a few bad games this year, and every team's going to have that. We've had our share of injuries as well, like most teams have. But we're not quitting. There's still a long way to go in the league, and the last few weekends we've really stepped it up a little bit. We're playing a bit better, and if we can keep that form going, then we'll be back up there and challenging, hopefully.
Sheffield is still at the top, but you feel you can close the gap on them?
Yeah, I don't know how they're getting on tonight. They dropped points last night, and I think it's 3-3 at the minute. So I don't know how that game's going to go in Belfast. But we've just got to keep doing what we've got to do, and we've got to play them another 3 times. So we've got 2 games in hand and 3 games against them. So it's 10 points. So if we can win our games in hand and beat them when we've got them at home, then we've got a great chance.
And you've still got to come back to Manchester another 2 times, and every game against Manchester this year has been a 1-goal game. You see it staying that way? Yeah,
it's not going to change. Murph's playing great for you guys, and like I said, you've got a lot of offensive ability, so there's always going to be goals. There wasn't many tonight, but I think that was more due to the goalkeepers playing well than anything else.
Jonathan Weaver, thanks very much for joining us.
No worries, Andy. Thank you.